All right, so we're here with Afi. It is October 23rd, 2022. We just had a great weekend at Esalen for the workshop Harnessing the Power of Creation Through African Ritual. So please, could you share your experience and how you're feeling now that we're at the end of our weekend together?
It's been a powerful weekend. I did not know what to expect, and it exceeded my expectations. Like I was saying earlier, my experience with African ritual was little, and coming into this space, and really, I'm leaving just knowing that many simple things can be ritual, and being in this space of weaving community, and there was a vulnerability that we all shared in creating this sacred space together. So I love the care that you've taken in creating these rituals. I love the space and the vulnerability, and one thing in particular I found really beautiful is that we all came in strangers into this experience, and in a very short period of time. I mean, it hasn't even really been a day and a half. We've created a community through blessing each other's dreams and hopes, and letting go, really deep, vulnerable sharing, and letting go of things that don't serve us anymore, and stepping into, these visions of what our higher selves are calling us into. So it's really powerful work, and I thank you for holding that space with intention.
You were here at Esalen for the workshop Harnessing the Power of Creation Through African Ritual.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the experience?
I have goosebumps. The space that you created was holy and safe, and it definitely transcended this point in time. I felt connected to the community immediately. And I even missed the beginning. I didn't get to come the first night. And so I felt a little apprehensive coming into a community that was already set. But I didn't feel like I missed a beat. So I know that the pre-work that you guys had done set the stage for the safety of what we walked into. I woke up this morning and realized that when I danced, I don't know if you noticed, I wasn't in pain. Like when I got out of bed, I could barely walk to the bathroom. And it dawned on me that when I danced this whole room, like I didn't feel my knees or my feet. I have crippling arthritis in my feet and my knees. Like it's bone in bone grinding. And when I danced, pain-free. Pain-free. I transcended my body when we were doing that exercise.
Beautiful.
Right?
That's beautiful.
Right? I didn't even realize that until this morning. Huh? Yeah.
That's perfect.
I know, right?
And I hope that you can take some of that with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so this is your first time at Esalen?
Yeah.
So how did the space and the natural scenery amplify the ritual work that we were doing?
Yeah, I honestly see myself as a black hippie. Like I love hair and pants. I love being connected to the outside and to the elements. And so Esalen is just such a beautiful property. I kind of, like I said, did not have a lot of expectation and a lot of knowledge about Esalen before I came, but having the baths was an amazing experience. And it wasn't even a part of, the African ritual, but just for my own personal growth, trying to shed some of the veils of like insecurities about my body, or and even being connected with nature and eating the food here that is organic and grown on the property. It was a 10. out of 10 experience
Wow.
for me. Yeah, I can't wait to come back. And I literally say that honestly, like I cannot wait to come back and show other people,
The
the
space.
spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that we get to connect and talk on another level about different things, and I love the people that I got to meet that were in the workshop and also outside of the workshop. I thought that was really cool to just kind of meet someone who's on a different side of the planet and just say, hey, these things are familiar to each other, and just connecting, and who knows, you may have a lifelong friend, and you would not have had that experience unless you came here. And Esalen, I think, is really good at tying those communities together that thought outside of the box. And there was a lot of people gathered together who really think outside of the box, and to meet other people who do that, it's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Because these are people whose path we might not have crossed otherwise.
Right.
Well, anything else that you want to share, or any other comments or feedback that you have on our time together?
Yeah, I mean, both of you are, you're clearly brilliant, both of you. You're incredibly creative, and you've done a both experiential, analytical analysis of African spirituality. You're both also humble. Ego doesn't come out, and it just made the whole 3 days in all aspects of mind, body, soul, African spiritual connection work. So thank you both for doing what you do, and I hope this really, Esalen kind of got in the Buddhist, Hindu, light spirituality, and I remember 35 years ago asking people in Esalen, why are you guys exploring this African spirituality? It's pretty amazing. And the two people telling me, well, it's kind of dark. It's kind of, and they didn't know it. People are frightened of Africa, and you are opening it up. So I think it's a gift for all of us to experience it. And because we have such a rich African connection in this country, and blues and jazz and art and dance and movement and other aspects to it. And there is, somewhere back in there, kind of the African traditions that have luckily come to this country, and to go a little deeper into it, other than, we go to jazz, to Louis Armstrong a little bit. We don't really go really deeper into our cultural connection to Africa. So this kind of, I think, gives us a gift, and I hope it really expands beyond Esalen.
So if you could share a little bit about what your experience was like and how you enjoyed the weekend.
It was truly amazing. It was something different for me because I've been trying to get on the spiritual journey for a long time, and my brother is a person who's lived in ashrams for 4 years, all kind of stuff. I never really understood him. We would always talk, and I was just he blesses his food, all kind of stuff every day before he does it, and I never understood it. And now I'm like, okay, I get it. It brings you appreciation when you walk into the room and think about walking into a new world. It brings you appreciation, the altars and everything else, and it's bringing something into your life that I didn't see before.
So can you tell us a little bit about how you came to choose the session for this weekend?
Yeah, of course. So me and my girlfriend were down in Big Sur, just hanging out, having fun. And I've came to that salon before I write a lot of poetry, so I came there for a writing seminar. And we saw yours, and we thought it looked interesting, so we just let's go and try it out. And actually, both of my girlfriend's mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother are both pastors. So it was really interesting to her to see a different side of spirituality she hasn't seen before.
So had you been introduced to any kind of African spirituality in the past? Or was this your first experience with trying to delve into some of these traditions?
For sure, yeah. Never seen it. I've delved a little bit into little Eastern spirituality, but nothing African before. I just feel really blessed to have this experience with you, and I'm very excited for you to share others.
Well, so what are some of the highlights of the weekend for you?
Oh my
What were some of the
gosh.
sessions or some of the insights you walked away with?
Oh my gosh. So every session was a highlight. Every session was amazing. From Friday night, we were getting to know the group, to Saturday. Every session on Saturday was just unique. And then Sunday too was also unique. Also, you linking into things that we want to leave behind at Esalen in order to manifest our vision was just like genius, was brilliant, was very well done. Everything was really well done. I think you did a really brilliant job in this workshop. Like it was brilliant.
I appreciate it. But it was great also seeing you almost come out of your shell a little bit too. I mean, 'cause you started a little more quiet, reserved, but as you got comfortable, I mean, you really were sharing more towards the end.
I know.
So
That was
kinda
the power of the
talk about-
workshop because I don't do that.
It's
But
about what do you
yeah.
think helped give you a space to share more of yourself with the group?
yeah, it was definitely a lot of community building that was happening through the process. So having those sessions, the same people, seeing them throughout the day, was great. And also in your sessions too, the fact that some of the things you had us doing was intimate, and it sort of like caused us to become a bit more closer. So it really did help in community building. And for me, I felt more comfortable and safer with the folks in the group in order to like share, and then we would see each other at lunch and talk. So yeah, you created a space to allow that to happen. And that's how, for me, I was able to become more comfortable and share more. Because I also don't want to take up a lot of space. So I'm one of those girls who were like, yeah, I'm more reserved, but you definitely made it a safer space for that.
So any other highlights for you or anything about being here for the first time that you'll keep and take with you?
Yeah, I think I would take with me all of the lessons from the sessions. I do want to bring back a couple of the ritual practices, and I will incorporate those into my everyday, morning and the evening time, especially, having some sort of altar or something to sort of honor my ancestors. I really want to do that as a daily practice. It is so beautiful here. It is gorgeous. I guess just the peace and the calm I'll bring back with me, for sure. Like, I really got to witness you as a host, you and your brilliance. Like, I don't think you understood how amazing you were up there to each of us in our sessions. I just want to really emphasize that. And I got to witness that and how brilliant and creative and powerful you are as an individual. And it feels great to have been able to witness that and be in the presence of that.
Perfect.